Hello guys, every good name is taken here and welcome to another video. And today the long-awaited Leopard 1 review is up on its hand. And before we start with the statistics and some gameplay that is coming up very soon, I would like to talk about my setup that I use in my trusty Leopard 1. So of course I use adrenaline, not really any need to argue about that. Why? I'm using the multi-purpose kit and the engine boost. You could argue not to put the engine boost in and therefore swap out for a second repair kit, since your ammo rack and engine are quite weak. Same goes for your fuel tank, so you can burn quite easily. Therefore maybe even an automatic fire extinguisher would be optional, but I don't know, I like going for the risk and taking some speed to get out of situations that I maybe have put myself in due to too much aggression, etc. Then to the provisions, quite basic here, double food and the better fuel. I don't really run this, I don't really see a reason why. It just helps the crew and some modules and such. I don't really think it's worth it that much. I don't know, I've never really used it, so I won't. Anyway, and yeah, ammo wise, I'm using just a small number of HE. They are quite nice, though not that reliable. You quite often will notice that you low roll with these. I don't know why that is. Mostly APCR, of course, because the penetration is great, and some heat against E100's mouses. Not really against the Russian ones, because I don't know, I really only use them against the Germans. And for equipment, I run calibrated shells instead of gun rammer. Yes, it is great and it boosts your DPM to 3.5, but you don't really have that great penetration on that tank without it. Like, you have 300 on heat, which is already bare minimum. Like, you're not gonna pen an E100 front turret with 300 reliably. So I better take the 330, and also the 268 is quite good for APCR. And it might, come on, it boosts HE a little. Then we have the fence system. You don't want to ram in a Leo, you really don't. Then I have, of course, optics. Why would I need a cam on that? Then I have the supercharge, and this was actually quite a tough decision, I gotta say. It was recommended to me by someone. I think it was the shell magnet, I can't be sure though. Before I ran this one with the better aiming time, it already has an amazing one, and I don't know, if you didn't know, APCR has a great amount of shell velocity, and boosting that will increase it by an even greater amount. But the drawback is APCR loses a shit ton of penetration over distances, so it actually makes sense to use this because it decreases the amount that you lose. So it is actually a viable option for tanks that shoot APCR as standard, and I can definitely recommend it. Then of course, no armor. Why? It's a Leo, you go for the HP. This is really up to the choice. I mean, you could either just boost your traverse, which is already amazing, or you boost everything but a little bit, which is what I did, to just be a bit more overall good on the way. And then we have the vertical stabs. Also here, I don't know what you want to go for. You could have this amazing accuracy, which is I think with the 62A and the E50M the best in the game if you run refined gun. But I think the 0.028 don't really make a difference here, so I better use some aim time to have it at least on 3.1, which is already amazing. I don't own these because I don't know. I could, but I don't have the credits for it and I don't really bother. But if I would probably go for the cooldown to use it more often. I don't know, it doesn't really seem too good. I mean, I often have long games, so having this is more making sense, but if you are in close range more often, then of course this would be a better choice. And for this I always don't know This is kind of weird to me. I never really understood it yet. I mean, if some of you know how exactly this works, you can tell me in the comments. But I would probably choose this because it also inflicts engine, guns, and everything, which is quite awkward if these get destroyed, so that's actually a viable option. And yeah, that was it from my setup, and let's get to some gameplay. So of course, as we go over some statistics, to be more specific with the tank, I will have some gameplay running in the back. We're gonna again have 3 Ace Tinker gameplays, all of them played by me. The first 2 are played actually back to back, so that's quite interesting. And let's go over some statistics. So in my opinion, the Leo is the tank who compares best with the STB1 and the AMX30. It's kind of, they all share some similarities in their gameplay, but are different in some other ways, and it is quite nice to compare them. I don't know, I just feel like it would be the best choice, because the E50M, I mean, it's quite different to the Leo. So let's go over it without any gun rammers and any equipment, but with some provisions. The base DPM on the Leo 1 is 3312, which is already quite nice. It's way higher than the 30B, like 15%, and the STB with just like 10%. So it has the greater DPM, of course, because they all share a 350 offer damage gun, but the Leo's reload is just insane compared to them. It has the highest penetration out of these two with 255 base, having just 5 more than the 30B and 10 more than the STB. Of course, shell velocity for them, as they all fire APCR as standard, is the same at 1478 meters per second. But of course, since you know that I run refined gun, I believe, no, not, I don't remember how it's called, but you know what I mean. It increases my shell velocity by a lot. The aim time on the Leo is a very nice 1.8, which is higher or quicker than the 30B, but slower than the STB, so right in the middle. It has a base dispersion of 0.272 with provisions, which is 12% better than the 30B and STB. They share the same accuracy. It has 9 degrees of gun depression and 20 degrees of gun elevation, which compared to the 30B and STB is not that good in terms of the gun depression. Both have 10 degrees, which may not seem like that much of a difference, but if you've played all of these, or at least the Leo and one of the other two, you will know that 1 degree can make quite a big difference. And gun elevation wise, it is the same as the 30B and 7 degrees better than the STB, which does not really have that good gun elevation. Don't really know why. It is of course on par in speed with the 30B, both 65 kilometers forward, 23 backwards in terms of top speed limit. It has a way better engine power though, and because it is lighter than all of the others, it has a power to weight ratio of 23.03, which is just a tad better than 30B and the STB. Makes not that much of a difference, but you can kind of feel it when playing them, that the Leo just gets around quicker, if you want to say it like that. It has, I don't know, what else could we talk about? It has a 280 view range, which is on par with the 30B, but it's 5 meters less than the STB. It has a base HP pool of 1850, which is the same as the other two, and it weighs 93 tons. So it's actually heavier than the other two. So if you need that RAM, go for it, because you do more. Your hull or your armor overall is of course not great. You have 70 in the front, 35 in the side, and 25 in the rear. Your turret armor is also quite weak in comparison. You have 52, 60 and 60, so actually your sides and back are better protected than your front, weirdly enough. And yeah, that was this from the statistics of the Leo one compared to two quite similar tanks in my opinion, as they are both can be played on long range and hold down, same as the Leo. And let's get back to the gameplay. We are quite in a difficult situation here. We were, I believe, in a 1v5. We've now just got a Jaeger left, an E5 and a Tortoise. All of them around about where the cap area is. I didn't know the HP of the Jaeger at the time, so I was kinda scared. Also my platoon mate Shell Magnet did not quite know it. The Tortoise I think was around 400, I shot that down. The E5 had also some HP left, and so we're just gonna rush in. I was wrong with the HP, it just was a one shot. There's the Jaeger, he is a one shot. And I'm out traversing that E5 and I'm not even worried. I can safely take a shot from him, and so that is what I'll do. He unfortunately hits my Amarak though, so I gotta use my repair kit here. Put Element in and I kill him. And now it's just me and the Jaeger, and I was quite lucky to get through that gap unharmed. We're now on 5 kills, 5.7k damage. Just that Jaeger left, and I mean, I could just drove in and take that shot, because his average with AP is 800, with a max roll he does 1000, so I could take a shot. But there's still the risk that he's gonna shoot HE, which could absolutely decimate and one-shot me. And I don't have my fire extinguisher up on hand, but that wasn't necessary as we pick up our 6-2 of the game, finishing this 1v5 with a quite solid gameplay and victory here. We get the pool medal, defender, we get the crucial contribution, 1 man. Nonetheless, we get a Kolobanov, of course. We get a Delanglate medal, which you can get if you kill 3 enemies in a cap circle, which were the Tortoise, the E5 and the Jaeger, so quite nice. Also Jason, so the Shell Magnet, the 2.5, quite solid here. And yeah, our shot ratio, as I said, the accuracy is very nice. We only missed that 1 shot at the end against the E5, which I think was just missed by some pixels. We hit all of these 7 enemies, destroyed 6, and yeah, was quite nice. We even traveled 3.5 kilometers. And yeah, nothing really else to say about this game, other than that we had 1.5k basic speed, so that's quite nice. And let's get right into game number 2. So, onto the second game. This was actually played before the other one, but I decided to show the other one first because it was longer and we could have more time to discuss the statistics, etc. And yeah, what I excuse me, mentioned there about the Jaeger's name is, if you're curious, in German, or from German translated into English, it means your password is too short, which is, I don't know, I found it to be quite funny, so I mentioned it. And I do a very lucky drive here. I had a lag spike, I don't know if you saw that, and that FV luckily didn't shoot me. And yeah, after that lag we immediately snipe a cupola of a pattern, which is easily doable in a Leopard. Ice 8 front, lucky that he missed. We don't, of course, because of the accuracy of this tank. We now put 1 into the FV. Didn't really think it was a good choice to shoot HE there, since most of the FVs run the HE protection. I think some sort of spore liner that is. Unfortunately there we missed the Jaeger, and we're just looking to get 1 more into the Ice 8. He misses us again, luckily. And now we have Shell Magnet on our side, so I feel quite confident in moving around here, as I have him by my side. I'm really looking to get 1 into the Jaeger. Saw he was looking at the TDs down next to me, but he turned too quickly for me, so I unfortunately hit his gun mantlet, I believe, with heat, and that is not gonna pan in any way. Tried a shot on the move there against the Ice 8, and it did not quite hit. I think it hit the house in front of him, and I'm just see that 3 of their tanks are down at the beach, so I just took this opportunity to push on these 2 tanks, give us a nice crossfire there, shooting 1 heat into the top of the Ice 8's turret, And now look at this. This is just... only some tanks can do this, and the Leo is one of them, and that's why I love it so much. These pixel hunts are just amazing. Though this didn't hit, I can already tell you. I was kind of confused where I shot that one and why it didn't hit, but we therefore hit another great shot into the Jaeger, who gets then picked up by the Foch. And now we're just gonna see if we can kill that Ice 8 quick enough, because I saw that they are starting to get up again. As you can see, my platoon mate there has 2 tanks against him, and I just tracked that Ice 8. Foch came in and secured the kill. Very nice there. And now we are on a 3v3. We have that 121B who's on 500, that FV is on 800, and we are all quite good in HP. I am still full, which is quite nice to see. As you can see, there, I don't know if it was his HE protection, his ball liner, or if that is just the HE low rolling, but that happens quite frequently, so it's not that recommended to use it, have to say. Unfortunately though, my platoon mate died, and I noticed that E1 is AFK, and I saw that Foch going in, and the reason I didn't look at the 121B anymore is because I thought that our Foch was gonna kill the 121, so I completely ignored that. But he couldn't quite, he missed, I think. And so we cleared that E1, who got disconnected probably, with a max roll with a G. And we go for a nice ram at the end, securing our second kill. Again, over 5,000 damage, which was quite nice. I didn't really notice I did that much. And to be exact, we did 5,577. We had less basic speed, like around about 100. That 121 did amazing damage though, and I believe he did indeed disconnect at the end. Also the FV did a nice work, and yeah. We missed more shots this game. This was just due to the fact that we had some snapshots on the move as well. Yeah, we still shot most of the enemy. We again traveled quite a lot, which you should do in a tank such as the Leopard, as you have the mobility to go around, create new angles on your enemies, and yeah, just support your team as good as you can. And let's go to game number 3. So this game was actually my first try of getting a third replay for this recording, as this was just played before recording this video, and so it's quite fresh. I still have it in my mind what exactly happened. And my plan here is to go to this bush that you're gonna see right there next to the rock, because I saw they only have an STB and we got 2 quick tanks, so I figured we're gonna be having a nice domination on this side. But look on the minimap, the STB is not even here, so I'm just gonna wait and see what the Batshit is gonna spot for me, as I don't really want to risk anything since we don't have any backup at all. You can see on the minimap there's one slow TD coming towards us, and look at this shot now. Underneath the gun, with heat into the tortoise. I just love this accuracy. It just showcases how good this tank can snipe. Of course, if you are well aware of where to shoot. Now there's a Foch coming. He surprised me quite a bit, and I set him on fire with my first shot, even tracking him as well. No idea how that happened. And he definitely is regretting his movement. I got spotted. I'm taking a big risk here in staying there, trying to put one shot in. And I know that I am still spotted, or I should be. And that tortoise remembered where I was. But since I'm just showing part of my turret, I was able to pull one into him. He missed me, and I can freely shoot that grill with HE now. He missed again, and hit his engine, his fuel tank. I don't know, I have quite some luck with hitting the modules. Hit his fuel tank as well, and now it was just, maybe I can hit it again and even reload in time. And I set him on fire a second time in this game. I even apologize right there, because I mean, I felt a little bit bad for him getting set on fire twice. Batshit now is gonna clear him, the grill, and I now try to focus on the STB. I luckily track him there, quite fortunately, and I don't know This was quite a lucky penetration because my gun was damaged and he was really well angled. So quite a surprise to me that this pen, and I can't even see where that shot went. I don't care though. We are on his back and one shot into him. Patton Woods puts one in and we are gonna clear him for our third kill. Nice and clean. Score is 5-0. We're now looking to get Deadeye 7, who's the last one, and we finished this game with a top gun and 5.4k damage. So we didn't really had any extra high damage games, like nothing 6, 7, 8k. Of course, because these are quite rare and very hard to achieve. But we got our one and only tank sniper in this game. Or in these 3 replays. We got another top gun with a high caliber. We got the incinerator, or I don't know how you want to call it, legendary, because of course we set the 4 on fire twice. Again, apologies to you, mate, in case you're watching this video. We did 5.8k damage, so it was, I believe, the second highest of this of these 3 games. We did 4 kills, 1.4k again, nothing out of the ordinary. We shot the least in this game though, with only 17 shots, 16. And yeah, we also didn't quite travel that much as in the other games, as it was quite quicker, with only not even 3 minutes of battle duration. And yeah, quite a solid game in the Leopard. And yeah, this was it from me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please let me know what tank you, or what tanks you would like me to review next. And once I have some options, I will probably make a poll again in the community tab. So look out for that, and see you all again next time. Bye bye.